Today we're taking a look at all the unreleased vehicles coming in the drip fed for the new update bottom dollar bounties. This time around, we don't really have that many vehicles, but we do have some really interesting ones that are coming out, especially since we also have a new police car releasing too. So let's take a look at all the vehicles real quick. So first off, we have the Impala LX, not to get confused with the one that we already have in game, which is the Impala SZ. So this one is basically going to be the same exact vehicle, but just has a different body style. Of course, it's a different, year of the vehicle. And overall, this kind of just goes with what Rockstar was trying to focus on when it comes to the police cars, which is basically just older ones or classic vehicles, and not really the ones that are like a lot more newer. So the price for this vehicle will be $4,800,000 with a trade price of $3,600,000, and it's going to be a 4-person vehicle. Now for the other police car arriving in this update is going to be the Vapid Dominator FX. So this one is kind of a bit like the Fudo. It's a smaller vehicle, 2-door. It's not, fast or anything like that, but it is just one of those police cars that I'm surprised Rockstar even made. It's not that it's bad, but it's just like it's a really tiny one, and I don't know if I could really see a lot of people buying this one, but it's going to be for $4,950,000 with a trade price of $3,712,500. So overall, again, it's an interesting vehicle. I'm really interested to see how Rockstar is going to be going about this and what additions they could add to it, especially customization, but regardless, it's going to be there. And keep in mind, of course, all these police cars are expensive and they will have similar customization where you can change like the different type of police stations and places. So if you want to get Paleto Bay Police, Sandy Shores, all that, as well as the light bars you can change. So that's gonna be really interesting. So Rockstar most likely will be adding some more police cars in the future, but definitely we have a great lineup right now. I just hope that they add a few more like futuristic newer ones, kind of like the Golden Interceptor. Just add new recent cars, because a lot of these cars that Rockstar has, like I was saying earlier, it's just older ones from maybe the 70s or 80s, which is cool and all, but having some newer ones will be really cool as well. The next vehicle is an interesting one. We have the Benefactor Hammer. So this is, obviously an interesting name, but it's a really cool looking vehicle. Honestly, this reminds me a lot of the older, BMWs as well as Mercedes. Just a classic body look. So I think this is going to be great addition to the game. I could definitely see myself tinting the windows on this, having great customization, and overall a vehicle that I could really see myself driving a lot in GT Online. So I'm glad Rockstar is going to be putting that. When it comes to the price, it's not that expensive actually. It's going to be $1,790,000. Of course, it's a 4-player vehicle, and I think that's actually kind of reasonable when it comes to the price of this. So I'm actually glad Rockstar kind of formed something that's not too crazy. Now we also have the Canis Castigator. So this one is kind of technically in the game a little bit, because you can actually get this if you do have the career progress challenges complete. So in order to do this, this is the list of challenges that are on the screen that you have to complete in order to get this. So overall, it is a free vehicle, but for everybody else that doesn't want to do the career challenges, or just it doesn't have access to it, you can purchase it on San Andreas for $1,650,000. Again, a 4-player vehicle. Really nice vehicle, by the way. Definitely see myself getting this, especially through the career progress. It's definitely going to save a decent amount of money. So besides that, we also have the Pagasi Pizza Boy, which is a very interesting vehicle, and then one that a lot of people are talking about, because this one actually has the addition of new pizza delivery missions that we're getting into. So before we even talk about that, first off, the Pagasi Pizza Boy is going to be available for $195,000. It's also going to be a trade price of $146,250, by completing some delivery missions. 1-player vehicle, of course, and this is basically kind of how we have it in Vice City. So Rockstar is adding this to GT Online. I'll be having a separate video talking more about all the drift fest, so definitely look forward to that here on the channel. But for this vehicle though, it's going to be available to deliver pizzas around the map for customers. There's a whole cutscene and all that you can get into it. So basically, in the official patch notes, it says that they're now open for deliveries, which is going to be Pizza This. That's the name of the company, and it says successfully complete all 5 deliveries while the pizzas are still hot to unlock the trade price for the Pizza Boy. So overall, it's gonna be really interesting. So I've been talking a lot more about this again in the future, but just know we finally will be having a new type of activity, or I guess roleplay edition that we could do in GT Online. So that's gonna be really interesting. And then for the final vehicle, that is the Vapid Dominator FX, available for $1,550,000, 2-player vehicle. Not to get confused with the other vehicle, which is the police version of this, which is the Vapid Dominator FX Interceptor. So very similar, just kind of like this civilian version. Pretty cool. Again, very similar to vehicles that we already have in the game. So that's actually all the vehicles that are going to be releasing. And when it comes to the release order, we can kind of figure this out when it comes to the website. So you can see the Castigator is going to come out recently. Of course, that makes sense. The Dominator FX, the Pagasi Pizza Boy, and then the Benefactor Hammer. And then on Warstock, we have the Dominator FX Interceptor that's coming out first, and then the Impala LX Cruiser is going to be one of the last ones. And then of course, On Legendary Motorsport, we also had the Pipistrello, which should be releasing within the next week. So this isn't really like a secret vehicle, I guess, because most people already know about this because GTA Plus owners do get it for free. But for us regular players, it is going to be available for $2,950,000, 2-player vehicle, of course. And this one is going to be coming out next week again. So just look forward to that. And when it comes to the release, you know, kind of schedule and how Rockstar is going to do this, since we don't really know the official dates and when they're going to release it, just know that Rockstar is probably going to have like maybe like 2 vehicles a month, maybe sometimes even 1. These vehicles are really supposed to last us most likely until at least September or October, possibly even November before the next Chiefs Online DLC. So just know that we're not going to get, you know, every single one just like back to back to back. It's just going to take time for Rockstar to kind of like stretch it out. Before, obviously, it was different. Rockstar used to just do it weekly, but recently with probably like the update like 2021 is when they kind of started doing that. So I mean, it is what it is, but regardless, I'm really interested for these vehicles and cannot wait. And of course, we'll be having a lot of customization videos coming out here on the channel, so look forward to that. But that's all for this video. Again, we'll be having a lot more content on this channel, so look forward to it. Subscribe, put up post notifications, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.